like the off-season flew by, or
Say it again?
did it feel like the off-season flew by?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. We're here now, getting ready to go for fall camp, so, yeah.
Have you ever had to wait like a whole year plus to play?
No, I've never done that. Last year was my first time doing it, and yeah, I enjoyed learning from Joe and this whole team, just how to be a leader, and it was good for me to sit.
Was it difficult to week to do that?
No, not at all. I mean, when you got a guy like Joe in front of you, I feel like it's a great guy to learn from. Soak up as much as you can soak up, and I felt like I did that last year.
Coach was saying, Halsley was saying that you got the physical part down, but this year during the off season, it was about maybe for you learning the intricacies of the offense and why they do certain things and call certain plays at certain times, right? Did you progress in that area, you think?
Yes, sir. I think that's definitely somewhere I progressed. Why we do certain things, why we motion, why our tempo is important, things like that. So I think that's definitely somewhere I grew in this past offseason.
What's it like, going from being a freshman here and learning from Joe, and now kind of right away stepping into that leadership role yourself?
Well, yeah, I think that was always my vision. Come in early, learn from a guy like Joe, learn from Hendo when he was still here during that bro prep, and yeah, man, I think it was great for me, and it's really what I envisioned. Sit the first year, soak up as much as I can soak up, and year two was go time for me.
What do you think you've taken the most from them that you've been able to use now?
I've taken so much things from Joe and Hendon. Just how to be a pro, how to show up, and the way you show up in the building. I think I took a couple gems from those two, and yeah, man, just being a leader, leading these guys ain't easy. So learning how to lead, and yeah, I think that's definitely somewhere I learned that.
Coach really praised your humbleness, especially after that Citrus Bowl. How have you really taken this off season to get in the mindset going into year two?
Yeah, like I said, year two is something I've envisioned since coming here. Year two is going to be my year, and go time for me, and I'm ready.
Nico, they've got you listed at 215 now. Is that pretty accurate?
Yeah, pretty accurate. Yeah, I'm around that range, 213, 214. Still trying to be more consistent with getting up to 220. But yeah, that's somewhere I'm at right now.
Has it been a hard process to put on and maintain?
Yeah, I'd say for me, it definitely, I burned a lot of calories easy when I first got here. I was pretty light my senior year, so being able to put on, as much weight as I can this off season, I've gotten great help with our nutrition staff, our strength program. So yeah, they've been helping me out pretty
The
well.
nutrition plans made.
Yeah, more meals. Yeah, more meals. Showing up to breakfast, more breakfast for me. I think breakfast meals are the hardest for me. But yeah, getting breakfast in for me, and all 4 meals throughout the day.
What's been your breakfast go-to now that you developed one?
Breakfast? Yeah, I've been sticking with the French toast, eggs, and sausage. That's pretty much what I've been sticking with.
Nico, what do you think your receiver so far, and what does Chris bring to the table with all the different things that he can do on the field?
Yeah, Chris brings a lot. Him coming from Tulane. I think his vertical threat is what I've seen show out most during this last spring, and yeah, I think along with our all of our receivers, I feel like we got a great mesh with all them, and I can't wait to work with them fall camp.
What's the process in terms of grasping the offense? I mean, obviously watching film, is there somebody in particular? Like
Yeah.
daily sort of thing you went through?
I'd say last year it was pretty much Joe. Any question I had, I went to Joe with it. This year, I think more with the little staff on the side, Coach KZ, Coach Mitch. D's have been helping me out, and then along with my trainers coming from Cali, I brought my trainer from 3D QB, Taylor Kelly, to come out here and help me out. So yeah, got a great support system around me over here.
So right now, your grasp of this offense compared to like when you played in the game against Iowa, how different would it be right now?
I think I got more of a great feel for the offense. I feel like out there, bowl game, a lot of it was playing in instincts. I feel like I got a better feel for it now going into game weeks.
Nico, obviously your legs are part of the components that make you good, right?
Yes, sir.
How do you have to manage yourself knowing, got to keep you upright for team success? So, I mean,
Yeah.
How do you know, like, have you talked with Joey about, like, when and when not to slide, that type of thing?
Yeah, well, of course, I'm always trying to protect myself. I'm not a guy that wants to run or, I love to throw the ball. So, really running when I have to and, protecting myself is something we emphasized this past year.
You worked with a quarterback coach out in California that, Bryce Young works with, and I know part of Bryce's game is the ability to
to extend plays and keep his eyes down the field. It feels like that's something you've kind of excelled at coming up. Is that something you're taught, or is that just instinctual?
I think it really is instinctual, man. Practice reps, you can only do so much. You got a red jersey on, and it's hard to emulate what it's going to be like in a game. So I think when you get in the game, and I think instincts come into play. A lot of playmaking, just a clock in your brain goes off on when you need to make those type of plays. So, yeah, man, I've learned a lot from Bryce. Watching him up close and his Bama days, and now at Carolina. So I've always been a big fan of Bryce.
Nico, being Tennessee's quarterback isn't just like playing on Saturdays. I think people recognize you. There's that part of it. How have you adjusted to that over the last year, that public part of it?
Yeah, I think I've always handled it well. I try and stay around family as much as I can. I do enjoy, when I go out to eat and some fans walk up, I always stop by and take a picture. But I think that's what just comes with playing quarterback at the University of Tennessee.
Is that ever a burden, though?
Say it again?
Is that ever a burden, though?
No, I wouldn't say it's a burden. I feel like, I've come from humble beginnings. I know what it's like to, have somebody you look up to and want to get a picture with him. So it's never a burden.
I know you said earlier you envisioned yourself learning under somebody, but I'm curious too, are there times when you're not playing and you're so used to playing, how many times do you last season get frustrated that, man, I'd love to be out there?
I mean, I think that always comes with just your competitive spirit, but I was never pressured to feel like, damn, I want to go play. It was kind of like, Joe's going to handle this. I know he's got this team on his back, and I was okay with that.
How much do you think that mindset helped you sort of maybe win over your teammates? They saw how you came in, was humble. I mean, you run the scout team 4 and 12 practices. How much do you think that helped you going into this role now, where they've seen sort of your kind of journey and path you've taken?
I think it's helped me. I hope so. Shoot, I think I have a great relationship with all my teammates, and we built a great bond with all of us here. So I think I want to say it's helped me. Yeah.
You've talked a lot about how your family instilled humility into you. Was there ever a time, like when you were younger, that you can think of when you weren't humble, or they had to correct you in that way?
I think when the other team starts talking smack, I'll probably get a little out of character, but I think that's about it. Yeah, no, I think my dad and mom always kept me in check.
Both of them? Is it one?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It takes a village. So yeah, both of them, even my brothers and sisters. So.
The EA game, what team did you make for Dynasty? First play you ran, and what player were you?
Dynasty, shoot. I haven't even loaded up Dynasty yet. I've been on the road to the college football playoffs. I've been playing a couple seasons of those. Got a couple natties under my belt. But I think Dynasty, I might go with. When I do make one, I might be Simp. I don't know, D-Simp, he got a little wiggle out the backfield, but yeah, I haven't loaded up Dynasty yet.
Since we're on that topic, got your name pronunciation slightly wrong.
Yeah.
You trying to make some calls to EA? Or?
Yeah, shoot, man. I feel like they've watched a couple game copies. I think our announcers kind of messed it up too, so. I can't blame them, but we'll hopefully get it right after, I play a couple games this year.
Nico, are you hearing the hype around this season? Are you hearing the noise going into it, or have you already started to just kind of block that out? What's your process when it comes to the hype from the media heading into the season?
Yeah, I think be where your feet are, man. I think, I'm focused on fall camp, going into fall camp, and, what we have to do to better our team and, try and reach our goals that we have for this season.
You're talking about the talking smack, so your parents are telling you don't talk smack back? Is that the whole thing, basically?
Kind of don't let the other guy get under your skin. Yeah. Guys talk a lot, and I learned that at a young age to kind of channel it and keep it to yourself.
So you don't talk back?
I try not to. I may slip something out here and there, but I try not to. Yeah.
Does it make it easier when you've got older brothers that are probably picked on little brother at some point along the way?
Yeah. Well, I was younger. I was probably like 8 or 9 playing up with my older brother. He was like they're 12 so I was playing up, and I think when I was younger, I got a good gist of the smack talking when I was a little younger, and then as I got older, I grew into my own and was able to, take care of myself.
You're a pretty chill guy. Do you play angry? Do you ever get angry when you play?
I wouldn't say I get angry. No, I don't think I get angry when I play.
Would you be a worse player if you played angry?
I'd probably care less about my body if I played angry, but I think staying, you know, me, true to myself has helped me so far. So.
So if you're running way too much, we know you're mad. Is that?
Yeah, shoot, you might, I might be a little mad if I'm running too much, yeah.
And not sliding.
And not sliding, yeah. Gotta protect myself. So.
You talk about the college football game. What else do you do to decompress? Maybe you just want to like get away.
Yeah, shoot. Me and my family went to the lake, and you know, we rode some jet skis and got a little boat. And yeah, I think just family time for me is really all I need.
Like in here, around here?
Yeah, here. Yeah, man. My dad and mom have done a great job of, you know, trying to make it out here as much as they can. If my brothers or little sisters don't have any games out there in Cali, they'll come. So, yeah, I've got a great support system.
Have you talked to Joe or Jalen Wright or anybody else that's kind of going through that NFL process this summer?
Really, Joe is the only one I've been talking to. Still, like, keep in contact with, you know, guys like Kamal, Jalen Wright, but I think Joe's been my biggest mentor and, you know, somebody I can always go to.
Your quarterback coach, what's his name?
Taylor Kelly, Adam Dado, John Beck. There's a group of guys that I train with. So.
How do you match, because NFL quarterbacks do the same thing, right? They have their own QBs and they have their quarterback. How do you ever have coaches here and them confer with each other?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, my trainer was out here with, you know, Coach Joey and them, and you know, they talked about stuff I need to work on, and my trainer kind of implements what, you know, I have to work on in his drill. So. Yep.
Coach Hosley said after the Citrus Bowl that you felt that you've had so much that you left on the field, immediately started attacking the playbook. Where does that hunger for you come from?
I think watching back on that bowl game again, you know, a couple shots I missed, you know, just not seeing the field right as I should have been, and I think that's going to help me, you know, in this future games with experience. So I think I definitely needed that bowl game, and yeah, I think that's where it comes from, just watching that bowl game over and seeing what I missed.
When did that click? Is it the first time you watched it, or when was the first time you watched it after?
First time I watched it the next day. The full TV copy, I watched it, and then yeah, there's just some stuff I missed. So.
Even on the TV copy, where you like felt like you missed some things.
I mean, there were still completions. I think there just could have been bigger completions that I missed. So yeah, just watching back on the TV copy. Yep, there's definitely. I don't remember how they did in the bowl game. I think they did. I think they just called me Nico the whole time. I don't know. Yeah. So.
What about the idea of just being one word, just Nico?
Shoot, everybody else gets their last name called sometimes. I hope they get my last name right, you know, at one point. But I'm cool with Nico too. But.
This season's kind of got a weird schedule to it. You have a neutral site game and then 2 road games before your first like SEC home game in October. What are your thoughts on road games, neutral site games? Like, do you enjoy going into somebody else's house versus, you know, being at home?
I definitely love road games more than home games. I don't want to upset, you know, our Neyland fans. I love playing in Neyland Stadium, but I feel like, you know, away games, I just feel like all the odds are against you. Gives you a little more, just gives you a little bit more, you know, that feeling that you get. Yeah, you could say focus. I think there's plenty of other words that you can use, but going on the road is something I've always loved to do since a young age.
So how excited are you for Oklahoma then to open conference play?
Yeah, I'm excited. Yes, ma'am, I'm excited.
After games, when you're with your family, do y'all talk like a lot about what happened in the game for hours and hours, or do you kind of flush that and move on?
Shoot, we don't talk about the game really. Really, I only talk about the game with my dad. He'll ask me questions on, you know, stuff I seen out there on the field and, you know, what he's seeing in the stands. But really, with my mom and them, we just kind of keep football out the way, and you know, we're just enjoying each other's time.
With so many siblings growing up, was it kind of hard to get the attention from everybody sort of got something they want to talk about?
Yeah, that's probably how my sisters feel, because I think my dad focused a lot on the boys growing up. But yeah, maybe it feels that way with the girls, just because they're the younger ones, and you know, my dad kind of focused on them second. But yeah, I've always felt love from both my parents.
You talked about always being accommodating when people come and ask you for pictures. Was there someone when you were younger as an athlete or a celebrity that you saw that you remember that made you kind of?
Yeah, I'd say the first two were Bryce and DJ. Coming out for me, they're the 2 top high schoolers. CJ Stroud too. So let's say when I first seen those 3, I kind of like, you know, was shocked and I wanted to get a picture with them. So that's when I say I know how it feels for, you know, a couple young kids that they see someone they look up to.
Where was that at? Was that at a camp or something?
I first seen CJ Stroud was at a high school. We were training there. He came out, and that's when I think that was probably my 8th grade or 9th grade year. Bryce and DJ was probably we had a little all-star game my 6th grade year, and they played in it. They're the older kids, so I got them there, and then I think DJ was there, and then Bryce was kind of at Bosco versus Modern Day game. So.
What age were you when somebody first asked for your autograph or a selfie or something like that?
Shoot, I couldn't tell you, man. I'm not too sure. I want to say probably 16, 17. Oh, I'm not too sure.
How
Yeah.
do you think you reacted to that the first few times it happened?
I was kind of like, oh damn, you want my autograph? It's kind of weird, but yeah, I gave it to him. I don't think I even had an autograph then, so I kind of like, it was probably a bad autograph he got from me.
Not great.
Yeah, probably not even in cursive. I don't remember.
So
but
there's a printed Nico autograph.
that's
out there
probably
somewhere.
it. Yeah. They're probably Nico or some 8 or Nico I8.
Have you worked on that then? You've worked
Yeah,
on your
yeah.
signature
From
since
that
then?
day on, I had to practice my signature a little
Are
bit.
you an Olympics guy at all? Like, do you watch the beach volleyball, being a volleyball guy?
Shoot, I haven't watched beach volleyball. No, I feel like I lock in more on the basketball when the Olympics is going on.
Can you describe what it's like going against Amari Thomas and that defense here?
Oh, it's great, man. I'm going against one of the best best D lines in the country. You know, Coach Garner does a great job with that whole D line, and I think it's a great experience for me to, this is the best D lineman I'm gonna face in practice, and it'll just give me a better feel on where to move in certain situations. So.
Thomas says that sometimes in the locker room he lets you know that he's going to get after you that day.
Yes,
What's that dynamic like?
It's great, man. I just, when they say stuff like that, it gets my competitive spirit up. So even the DBs will talk a little bit, Ricky would talk. So it definitely just gets my competitive spirit going.
Are you keeping score?
Oh, yeah, that's the plan. We got to score.
No,
Yes.
are you keeping score?
Oh, am I keeping score?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think we go back and forth enough to where we're good on not keeping score. So, yeah.
You were talking about trash talk earlier. Who's the best trash talk on defense?
Best trash talk on the defense. On the D line, I'd probably say nobody really talks to me but James Pierce. He's probably the one that most talks to me. And then on the back end, DBs, probably have to say Andre Turrentine. Ricky only talks when I talk to him, so if I say something, he'll get him going. Yeah, no. We just have some friendly trash talk. Yeah, some friendly trash talk.
James back it up.
Oh yeah, he backs it up. He backs it up a couple times. It's a great competition. Him and Lance will go at it. Him and John will go at it. So I love the competition.
Do you and James have much of a relationship connection? You guys are kind of the stars of the team, this program.
Yeah, me and James have a great relationship, man. That's my guy, man. James has always welcomed me since I've gotten here. So yeah, me and James have a great relationship off the field.
You're glad that when the season gets here, he's chasing other guys.
Man, I'm glad he's on my team for sure. Yes, sir.
Talking about CJ and Bryce and those guys, what is it about California quarterbacks lately?
Shoot, I don't know, man. I think we produce some of the best quarterbacks, California in general, and yeah, man, it was just cool to have them in my backyard, and guys I can go watch every Friday night.
Why do you think that is, or why do you think California's had that kind of success?
Damn, that's a tough one, man. I think probably just the trainers maybe. I don't know, man. We got so many good quarterbacks coming out of California. I think it's just a Cali thing.
How much has Gaston Moore helped you?
Great, man. Gaston has been, a great help for me since I've got here. Like I said, him and Joe, have always pushed me. Gaston helped me get a great grasp of the offense when I first got here, and he's continuously pushed me since I've been here. So.
Tennessee's been a little bit of a recruiting heater here lately. How much have you done a little bit of recruiting of these classes that are underneath yours, and kind of what's been your pitch?
Yeah, I've been, recruiting guys, any guys that the coaches send me, I'll keep in contact with them, and really just, we can create something special here, man. You can come be a part of this is really what I've been pitching, so.
What's the biggest, couple more guys. What's the biggest thing you've learned about Coach Heupel in your year and a half, 2 years here?
Coach Heupel's a very chill guy, man. He doesn't say too much. When he has to say something, though, he will say it. And he's just been a great help for me, man. A great guy to learn under. Former Heisman runner-up and Natty champ. So I've just been trying to soak up all the game I care from Coach Heupel.
Does he show you guys his highlights, his film from back?
No, he doesn't like showing any highlights. I don't know why, but it might be the Oklahoma jersey or some. But Coach Heupel doesn't really ever try to show us his highlights.
Have you gone and looked him up yourself?
I've looked Coach Heupel up. Yes, I have looked him up.
What's your sort of evaluation on him as a quarterback?
He was very accurate. He was a winner. I tell you the matter. Coach Heupel was a winner. So Yeah, that's what I took from him.
You talked a little bit about Gas. What about Jake too, and sort of just the way
Yeah.
he's sort of progressed since he got here?
Yeah, Jake's been doing great, man. You know, that whole spring helped him out, and you know, all the extra work he's putting in with the coaches on the side, the young guy meetings. I feel like he's in a great spot. And yeah, man, Jake's he's getting it going. So.
If you have to get after somebody this year, are you comfortable doing that now?
Say it again?
If you have to get after a teammate, say this year, yell at somebody.
Yeah, man. I feel like I've created that relationship with my teammates to, hold them to the standard. And they always know it's coming from a place of love and no hatred towards it. But just vice versa with my teammates, they can keep me in check, and I won't feel no type of way. So nothing's personal here, man. And yeah, we're all trying to exceed one goal.
Is this session a lot different for you this year than when you came in here as a freshman and met with the media? Do you feel a lot different?
Yeah, man, I think I've always been comfortable with the media. Got a lot of home training with this media stuff. So yeah, I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot. Felt pretty comfortable out here. So.
Thanks, Nico.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you guys. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
We had a